Now, before we get into this knife crime story, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell your mum, tell your aunt, tell your dad, pop round to your next door neighbours for a cuppa, and cast Real Drillers Media on their TV, and actually force them to listen to my monotone voice. Now that's all said and done, let's get into it. So 4 teenagers have been jailed for stabbing a gang rival to death in cold blood as he played football with his friends. So by now we all know that carrying a knife is a cowardly thing to do. You do not get any cool points for stabbing someone. In fact, it just means you're afraid of a fair fight. If you carry a knife in your position, you're positioning yourself in the space of wanting the upper hand at all costs, even if it means killing someone and ripping another family apart. God forbid if the roles were reversed and one of these 4 teenagers was stabbed to death. God only knows how their family would have felt. Now this stabbing, actually no, cancel that, it was a murder. This murder was absurd and plain stupid. There was no significant event that prompted the murder apart from the rudimentary and crass bickering that goes on in social media. It was a stupid feud that resembled he said she said type of scenario. But at some point, evidently, the 4 gang members must have had enough of the idle showboating and threats and little idle chit-chat all over social media, because on July 2020, a 17-year-old Mohamoud Mohamed was playing football with his friends. The gang members approached and embarked on his location. Again, they approached him, each one of them drawing a knife as they performed a pincer move in order to cut off Mohamed's escape. This happened in Manchester's notorious Moss Side, again in July 2020, and because they are cowards, they jabbed the knife and stabbed him in the chest. Again, the 4 gang members stabbed 17-year-old Mohamed in the chest. Again, because that was not enough and because they are absolute idiots, they then chased him into an alley and began stabbing him again. It's a horrible thing to say, but his death was absolutely horrific. He died in the most painful way imaginable. They stabbed him in the face multiple times and to the body. Again, the frenzied stabbed wounds ripped through the teenager's body. The scene was a bloodbath. The knife wounds were so severe that the teenager was pronounced dead at the scene, and there was nothing paramedics or emergency services could do for him. Again, there's no kudos points for stabbing someone, but when you decide to put a dead person in your raps, that just takes it to an entire new low. The court heard one of the gang members recorded a song with the lyrics, "Mo, he should have worn a vest." 19-year-old Danica Reed, 18-year-old Jamal Waters, 18-year-old Romeo Daly, and a 17-year-old idiot who cannot be named for legal reasons were affiliated with the gang The Killers and were all found guilty of manslaughter at Manchester Crown Court, which makes me wonder, what do you have to actually do to get convicted of murder? They were jailed for a combined total of 54 years. Now during that lengthy sentence, I hope they can try and turn their life around while avoiding trouble, because after all, they're gang members and they rep their sets. Safe.